book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and verse 55. The reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, said the Lord Yahweh Shemawashai. Even so shall God Yahweh do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief, calamity, trouble, distress, judgment. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Hawashai, Wahara Kakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone, Shalom to the hopeful elect, they're seeking to be the elect of the nation of Israel that scattered abroad amongst the heathen, some look like the heathen. Beginning with the 144,000 preachers, teachers, and prophets, Shalom. As you see right here, this is live. It's called Live Now. Live Now Fox. Breaking Afghan national targets Fort Worth, Texas. And when you get right here, I'm going to tell you these things was going to start happening. They let these people in through the border. A lot of them set up. A lot of them going to just do what the nation that they came from ordered them to do. In other words, sleeper cells. All right? So you got a little bit of both. Sleeper cells and also those who working for the government to bring these things forth. In other words, it's set up. All right? Now, they can't control, the government can't control all of them. All right? Even the ones they bought and paid, the ones they purchased. All right? Now, you get right here in Jeremiah 51:12, it reads, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, America. Make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. Now, you get this word for ambushes. Rob, to lie in wait, ambush to lurk. It says, be ambushers, liars in wait. You see, to lay an ambush, and that's a trap, that's a setup. All right? To lie in wait. And this is what these people been doing, lying in wait. I mean, waiting for the signal to call. That's what a sleeper cell does. They blend amongst the people. All right? And then when they get the call, they tear it down. Hey, don't forget, Trump shook hands with Saudi Arabian king, prince, whatever. He shaking hands, and they all in the White House, and got that dude Mom Donnie or whatever the clown name is up there in New York. You see, they tag teaming. You see, all this stuff is suspicious, man. It's funny. All right. Hey, the same people that America deemed as terrorists, they tag teaming with. All right. Now these same people that they tag teaming with, who are the enemies, hey, got people set up to bring forth judgment and hell upon America. Hey, going into let's finish this off. Going into how the nations are now going to pay back Babylon. All right, just like we read in 2nd Esdras 15. All right, this is how you know we at the end, man. This Jeremiah 51:12 again, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. For the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah has both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon, right? The citizens, the people. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, that's America, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. Hey, America's everywhere on everybody's land, got U.S. embassies everywhere, military everywhere. It says, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. NLT. Verse 14, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah of heaven's armies has taken this vow and has sworn to it by his own name, your cities will be filled with enemies, like fields swarming with locusts, and they will shout and triumph over thee. Now, this is just the beginning. Hey, we saw the two National Guards get shot. The first report was they was in critical condition. Then the second report was both of them were killed. Then the second report was they're in critical condition. Then the fourth report was the female died. And hell, I just thought, man, I don't know what the hell going on. So they just as confused. All right, and the guy was a Afghan national, and he worked for the CIA in Afghanistan. All right, so that was a terrorist attack. Now you got this one right here, Afghan arrest. And this is only the beginning, man. It's gonna get worse. Remember all those who they let in at the border. But when we said that, y'all said we were crazy. No, they CTs. But remember, everything that y'all label as CT or CT risk comes to pass. It comes to pass. But again, this is just the beginning. It's gonna get worse, and this can cause a lot of division and war amongst the people. Because hey, when people see people who look like the people that they're plastering on social media and on the news, people are gonna target them. They're gonna attack them. You know, they're gonna fight them. They're gonna kill them. Whatever it is they're gonna do. All right, and that's gonna start a whole nother level of war. And they're gonna do the same thing with us Israelites. You so-called Negroes, hey, they already doing it. So-called Negroes, Native American Indians, Hispanics, Latinos, Jamaicans, and Haitians, man. So hey, here it is. So get ready, man. Hey.
We do want to continue with our top stories that we're following here. We want to bring you a bit of breaking news. I'm putting this up on your screen. It's from Brooke Taylor with Fox News, saying exclusive. An Afghan national was arrested on Tuesday after posting a video of himself on TikTok indicating that he was building a bomb with an intended target of the Fort Worth area there in Texas. This is all according to the Department of Homeland Security. I want to put up some video that we have there of that suspect in full there on your screen. But we do know that court records are showing that the man is now being charged with making a terroristic threat at the state level. He came into the U.S. as a part of the Biden administration's Operation Allies Welcome, just like the D.C. shooting suspect. On September 7th of 2022, he was admitted as a lawful permanent resident. ICE has currently lodged a detainer on him. Once again, that is the current update that we have there from Fox News. Is Brooke Taylor, with them now reporting there that the Afghan national was charging Fort Worth, Texas, has now been arrested, according to the Department of Homeland Security. I do want to also show you this live look that we have there in Dallas, in Fort Worth area, there in Texas. If we get any other updates or details, we'll certainly make sure to bring them to you here on Live Now from Fox.
So there you have it.
Your current caliber choice might be putting you at risk, but most gun owners never question their setup.
So there you have it. So hey, be on the lookout and be circumspect. A lot's going on. Don't get caught lacking. Again, it's a lot going on while people are sitting back fighting over them. Well, I guess fighting. I don't know what the hell they're doing over the Black Friday deals, but hey, people broke, people sick, people don't know what's going on. People just lost out here. Hey, real quick. These people sad, man. These people hurt, man. I was out there today. You know, we always out on the weekends. Saturdays preachers prophesy through the spirit of prayer. How about your mouth? And the spirit of these people are gone, man. These people suck dry. They through. They finished. Everybody broke. Hell, we been broke. Hey, we used to being broke, but everybody broke. All of that, man. People sad. They can't afford nothing. You see? It says North Carolina prepares for jail surge as Ireland's law takes effect Monday. Hold on, what?
Arena's
Come on, y'all. Hold on. All right, let's try it now.
It is going to bring significant changes to the state's criminal
The heck? Hold on, y'all.
justice system. That's because it's going to restrict judges from releasing many violent and repeat offenders from custody before trial. Now, this particular law, Arena's Law, was named after the 23-year-old who was fatally stabbed on the Charlotte light rail system earlier this fall. As Michael Warwick reports, leaders in Charlotte believe it could mean hundreds of more people are going to be jailed.
My thought is that we are bracing for Monday, as you do when there's a hurricane or a tragic storm that is coming.
A meeting of Mecklenburg County Minds centered this week around the impending start of Arena's Law December 1st and the suspected jail surge that'll start with it.
We feel prepared for Monday. Now, when we say that, there's probably obviously going to be some hurdles along the way that we have to adjust to as we kind of roll into this new law.
The law restricts judges and magistrates from releasing violent and repeat offenders before trial. Chief Judge Roy Wiggins gave the example of someone charged with first-degree arson. Judicial officials will now have to do more to grant pretrial release.
There's now presumed that no amount of money or no conditions of release will protect the public in that situation.
Mecklenburg County Sheriff Gary McFadden anticipates a significant strain on jail capacity and its staff.
If you can find a policy that will help fill vacancies, and you find a policy that produces funding, that is what the sheriff needs.
County commissioners argue a problem with the law is that it didn't come with any extra money from the state to help local criminal justice systems.
We know that a huge part of the jail population does have mental health issues. And so this is really something that we need to think about on a bipartisan basis. We want to be safe, all of us. And we need to do that by having the resources to prevent tragedy.
And Arena's Law does not include, or does rather include, money for 10 additional prosecutors for the county district attorney's office. The district attorney says that he hopes it's going to clear at least the backlog that they're dealing with when it comes to criminal cases. Some more updates to come.
Early signs of prostate cancer.
So you see, it's a lot of confusion going on, and hey, it's just a lot going on, man. Hey, that's why they're building all these. They got all these concentration camps for the homeless and criminals going there, and soon they can just start shooting people down in the streets. That was something else I had. New Virginia bill will force police ICE agents to unmask while working. That was another one going into measles, because we're in that time too. You know, the one I wanted, they were talking about the Thanksgiving Day surge with the flu, talking about how it's spreading due to the flu. Something like that they were saying. I don't want to jack it up. Let me see. Yeah, this is another one right here. It says, it's talking about the measles. This disease has no cure, and it's suddenly spreading fast again. It's talking about the measles. Measles cases are surging worldwide, with 11 million infections reported last year alone. The World Health Organization says the once achievable goal of eliminating measles is now far from reach. You see, it's now far from reach. So, expect measles outbreaks.
Measles cases surging worldwide. 11 million infections last year alone. The World Health Organization saying the once possible goal of eliminating measles is now back to being far, far away. World Health Organization saying vaccination levels are too low to protect parts of the world. 95% of the people in a region need to be vaccinated to reach herd immunity and stop the spread. This Saturday.
You see? Now let me find this other video. Lord willing, we can find it. It's not the flu or COVID, it's norovirus. Oh boy, let's pause it. Here it is. This one day ago, it says doctors warn new flu strain spreading quickly. Flu season.
traveling for the holiday, doctors are warning families to be aware of a new flu strain spreading across the country, with concerns about a possible post-holiday surge. WRAL Health reporter Grace Haba shares what you can do to stay safe.
This new strain, H3N2, known as subclade K, is leading to a surge of cases nationwide. And as temperatures drop here in North Carolina, physicians say local hospitals should be prepared to see a rise in cases soon. For families hitting the road this holiday season, doctors urge taking precautions to keep from bringing back an emerging bug.
As cases go up, hospitalizations go up.
The new flu strain is being tied to rising cases and more serious infections in Japan, the UK, Canada, and now a growing number of U.S. states. Dr. David Weber, an infectious disease specialist with UNC Health, says flu numbers are starting to tick up locally. UNC Hospital saw about 30 cases last week, double the week prior.
All the respiratory viruses we see more in the winter. That's because all of them survive better at low temperature, low humidity, like in the winter. Plus, we spend more time indoors.
Weber says a flu shot is still your best bet to reduce serious illness. He also says to stay home and away from others if you don't feel well. And when heading through high-volume areas, like airports, consider asking up.
You can still get it on the planes, even though they have very good air handling. But, if you're in those travel situations, you should certainly consider wearing a mask if you're in a vulnerable group.
If you start to feel sick, Dr. Weber says don't wait and go get seen by a provider. Antiviral medications work best when used within 48 hours of the onset of symptoms. In Wake County, Grace Haba, WRAL News.
And last year was the deadliest flu season in North Carolina's history. More than 500 deaths were reported, including 5 children. It's not too late to get a flu shot this season. You can search flu on WRAL.com for details on shots near you.
For you uncontrolled nasal polyps.
And there you have it. And you hear the guy at the beginning said, when flu cases go up, hospital beds, hospital visits increase. And remember, it's a nurse shortage, doctor shortage. Remember, these nurses are no longer professionals. Hey, they firing nurses already. And with them removing the title of nurses being professionals, hey, these people are not getting the loans, the grants or whatever to go to school to cover it. Right? And with that being so, these people are no longer going to start saying, hey, let me go into the medical field. You see? So that's going to cause a nurse shortage, which is already happening. The shortage that is. So, hey, if you got sicknesses increasing and less nurses and doctors to help, then you have more deaths. And you see how everything is falling in place for the MOTB. Hey, to track and trace, with the read your biometrics to see if you're sick. Hey, to let you know who is who, going back to the first video that we played concerning terrorists. You see? That's why they want to read everybody's thoughts and know where everybody are. So you see, hey, man, everything is set up, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. It's a time of prophecy. We're at the end and it's speaking. Stay prayed up in the names of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Shalom.